Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I'm back on top ladder, and I'm going to be going for top 1000 in the entire world with Xbow Cycle. So I am in Ultimate Champion League Path of Legends, currently at about 2300 rating points as we found our first match against Miko. Gonna LP for this wall breaker, make sure I don't take the wall breaker splash to the tower, and I'm also going to go for an Xbow opposite because that was honestly pretty aggressive by him. So I am once again playing BomberBow. If you guys have been watching my videos, you'll know that a few days ago I did make a video called "This New Xbow Deck is Completely Overpowered" or something along those lines, because quite frankly it is. I'm once again playing that deck. It is BomberBow, so we have the Bomber, the Evo Bomber in fact, we have the little Prince in here, and we also have Evo Knight. So this is a bit of a different variation than the standard 3-print Xbow Cycle deck, which is what I main and what I'm probably known for. But honestly, this deck is just so overpowered right now that I think it's definitely the best Xbow deck in the game, and so I'm going to be trying to push with it as much as I can. So the reason this deck is doing so well is two reasons, I'd say. Number one, Evo Bomber is extremely broken. Like, this card really just is beyond overpowered. Like, you can go for a Bomber at the bridge and get tower damage guaranteed. It's just really dumb. I'll go for the Bomber on this LP, and as you can see, I think it'll hit the tower. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a misplay on my end, because now I think he's back to his wall breakers. Yeah, and they're evolved. I have to actually ignore them. Like, I actually cannot do anything about that. So that is really bad. Oh my god, that's like 1,800 damage from the wall breakers. Quite frankly, that is also extremely broken. Like, that's 2 Elixir. I don't know who greenlit that for being balanced and being released into the game, but I did deserve that punish, to be fair. I'm not complaining about the fact that I got punished. Like, I deserved it because I did a pretty bad Xbow and Bomber. Honestly though, it is a bit annoying that LP is such a good Xbow counter. You guys know my struggle. LP being in the meta is so unfortunate for Xbow Cycle because it's such a good Xbow counter, but still, I did overcommit, so it's kind of on me. I can't really go in the right because I think he has a poison in this deck, so I'll go for a Tesla to snipe his own Tesla, and then just Xbow. It looks like he's playing that new minor poison deck, the version that doesn't have a mini tank. So I think this is still possible to come back in, even though it's a pretty bad situation for me. I think it is possible to come back. So I'll go for a Bomber in the back, and I'm also back to my Evo Knight. So I think I'll just go in. Okay, I thought my Xbow was next up, so that's actually on me. That was a pretty bad Evo Knight, but he does give me a free defense on this Tesla, so let me just try and take everything out. Log as well. He might go wall breakers now, so go E-Spirit to predict those, because I did cycle my log. Okay, he just goes for them opposite lane. I'll just Bomber to make sure I don't take too much damage. I think I'll get a mini Xbow lock again. Yeah, him not having a tank does help me out quite a bit, because I can just keep pressuring, and he's forced to kind of play like weird defenses. Not gonna lie, it's still not free. As you can see, poison log is super good against Xbow, but I think if I catch him, I can maybe make something happen. I'm going to go for a Tesla opposite, and I'm going to get another small lock. Obviously, I have to deal with those wall breakers. I just can't let them go, because they're evolved. They would actually probably have taken my entire tower, honestly, knowing what happened last time. They got like 1.8k damage, dude. But yeah, I'll just cycle Bomber in the back and the right, just kind of preemptively cycling to get back to my Evo Bomber, because it's only one cycle. That's why Evo Bomber is so broken, guys. It's only one cycle, in addition to how good it is for only 2 Elixir. But also just preemptively helping against a miner as well. Gonna go for the Knight, and I think I can log these in time, just barely in the nick of time. Nice log. Goes for a very low Tesla. Not a bad play, actually, because it's going to be less susceptible to getting attacked. But I'm going to pressure quite a bit, and he should be in trouble right now. Goes for a poison. I'll just get back to a second Xbow in a second once this one dies. I'm going to have to leak a little bit to get back at the perfect time. Okay, no, I think that was pretty much spot on, but I think this should be pretty good. We have a Tesla alive. We have a nice Elixir advantage, I want to say, because he's kind of forced to defend in these awkward ways. He's also going for these high poisons, which he's not really hitting the tower, so I'm pretty happy to take that. Gonna log all this back, get a mini lock again. I'm gonna keep the pressure up. Like, I'm basically just trying to go in constantly to prevent him from ever getting any kind of offensive situation himself. I mean, he can still pressure. He has very easy, cheap pressure in his deck, but I'll still try and do stuff. I'll go for a Fireball, maybe catch him off guard, get a lock here. That would be beautiful. Yes, that was a beautiful Fireball log on my end. That's gonna get me a nice lock, and that's probably gonna win me the game now. I'm still going to pressure, though. I can't, like, take my foot off the gas just because I got that lock, because he's probably going to pressure even more, so I kind of just have to keep going. But you can see the general, like, fundamental strategy in this matchup. It is minor poison, but since he has no, like, mini tank, that's something I'm trying to abuse as much as I can. Oh, that wall breaker's going to connect. Oh, no. Oh, my god, my Knight, that was perfect. If that didn't hit the wall breaker, I might have lost the game, actually, so that was honestly a perfect Knight. Thank god I went for that, and it actually worked out. Gonna Fireball. Bomber, and I think I should just barely win by defending this next miner, making sure I don't take too much damage. Yeah, he calls a good game. Let's go, guys. That was a nice comeback. I was down like over 2k, but I was able to come back, because honestly, it's not too bad of a matchup, since they don't have a mini tank, but still, I think I played pretty well, other than that overcommitment in single. So yeah, BomberBow, very good deck. Honestly, didn't really use the Evo Bomber much this game, but still just good expo pressure in general. Gonna be top 1.4k. Alright guys, found a match against Snowball, and so, as I was talking about in the last match, I forgot to elaborate. The reason this deck is so broken, number 1, Evo Bomber, it's like one of the best cards in the entire game. It's only 2 Elixir, it's only 1 cycle. That was a serious misjudgment, like that was a serious lapse in judgment on the balanced team's end, in my opinion. Like, releasing this card with 1 cycle is just absurd, but Bomber's so strong. And then we also have the Little Prince, which is actually really strong as well. It's one of the most broken cards in the entire game as well, because it's also a champion, so it's just getting a lot of like value by offering the 3-card cycle. Any deck with a champion gets the 3-card cycle by default. And so I'm used to playing Archers or Archer Queen in Expo, but LP is honestly just better because it's only 3 Elixir, and it's so broken because of the ability as well. Speaking of which, I will pop this right now. He does go for a low knight, so this should be a pretty decent LP. I might try and predict the skeletons on this, so I'll go for a pre-log, I think. Let's see if I can get that. He does go for a snowball instead, so well played to him, but I'll still get maybe 1 more hit, so not too bad. On another note, if you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I've been, trying my best to grind the content out while I've been busy with university. My last video, the global tournament video, didn't do too well, unfortunately. I thought it would, because, usually global tournament videos do well, but I guess this one wasn't great. But still trying my best. If you guys do want to show some support, would really appreciate it. Gonna go for the Evo Bomber at the bridge right now. As you can see, that's gonna be 1 hit, and that's like, I think I calculated it's exactly 332 damage. So we also get a baby Expo Lock, so that's going to be like 500 damage total. Maybe even a Night hit for our troubles. Yes, 1. Okay, not 2, but still 1. We are up like over 1,000 right now. And this is looking really solid. He does have Minor Balloon Cycle, which I actually want to say is a relatively bad matchup for us, because I have LP Tesla. And LP is honestly not that great against like balloon decks, because you only have 1 of them. And speaking of which, this looks like a pretty rough situation right now, because he might be trying to pressure, and I only have 1 LP. So what I mean by that is, if I'm playing Archers, I can cycle multiple pairs of them in any given sequence. But LP, it's a champion, you can only play 1 at any given time, and then you don't have 1 until you cycle back to 1. So it's just kind of tough. He gets a lot of damage from that miner, unfortunately. I think I'll just pre-Tesla. I don't know what to do with this hand. I don't want to Expo. I don't want to waste my Evo Bomber either, so I think that's the only real option I have. And then if you guys pre-test like this, and you want to kite a balloon opposite lane, just go for the defensive Expo like this. It kites it over into the Tesla. I think it's a pretty good play. Gonna Knight to protect my Tesla as well. Absolutely cannot let that Musketeer snipe. And he will get the balloon death damage in the right, but I'm totally fine with that, because he's actually getting a fair amount of minor damage in the left, so like splitting his damage doesn't really hurt me. I'll set up an LP in the back and the left. I think I'm okay. I'm going to go in, actually, because I do have an Evo Bomber and an Evo Knight. Tesla to predict the balloon. Great prediction on my end. That's going to be a nice block, and I'll go for the Evo Bomber. Look at this. 1 hit on tower. Yep, really broken card, guys. Like, for only 2 Elixir, you can't really go wrong. Musketeer's going to get some hits, unfortunately, but I get my Expo on tower as well, so that was definitely a good trade for me. Looks like he was 2 down Elixir to go for anything in time for the Expo, so that's solid. Nice punish on my end, using both of my Evos in conjunction with each other. Evo Knight's also one of the best Evos in the game right now, by the way, so through Pano, traditionally we run Evo Skeles, Evo Archers, but this deck just has a little bit of a difference with the Evo Knight, and honestly it's not too bad. Like, it's really not that bad, because Evo Knight is such a solid card. Gonna go in again. I have a nice counter push, actually, LP plus Knight. He does go for a well-played balloon this time in the bypass position, so it's not going to go to my Tesla. Still might get a baby Expo Lock, though. No, we don't, but that's going to be all taken care of. Honestly, I could go for an Expo. I think I'll log cycle back to my Expo and just go in again, because I have a Tesla surviving. Like, this is pretty solid, and I can once again abuse my Bomber. I think I will. Let me line this up real quick. Look at this, guys. That's going to be another hit on the tower. Yep. That's another 300 damage. Like, every single time, that's a little bit more than a fireball's worth of damage, so I've literally just been chipping him out with that. That's going to be an Expo Lock as well. That's going to be a good game. Pretty solid one against Loon Cycle. I want to say that's not the best matchup, because I don't think we have the greatest air defenses in this deck, but still a pretty solid win on my end overall. I'll definitely take that. Alright guys, into our next match against Ego NJ. This is our match for 2.4k. We are slowly getting closer to The top 1k is what I meant to say. I don't know why it took so long to think about it. But gonna Expo opposite. We see a bowler. This could be a bunch of things. I'm not entirely sure. Scaly Drags. Oh, that's so unfortunate, guys. If I had Fireball and Cycle, I could have gone Fireball on them, and that probably would have been good game, honestly, because he's at like 2 Elixir, or at least he was, because bowler cost 5, Scaly Drags cost 4. He was literally at like 2. He literally would have lost, I think, if I just had a Fireball for them. So a bit unfortunate, but still pretty good punish nonetheless. Gonna go Knight like this to help against both the bowler and the Knight. Pretty efficient play. Then go for my low Tesla for this balloon, and I'll go for the E-Spirit, I think. Or I could Fireball. Actually, E-Spirit's better, I think. Don't need to Fireball to hold it in place and make sure it gets taken care of. And just like that, we get a very nice lead. Unfortunately, we're against Balloon again. I don't think Balloon is like a super bad matchup. I just think it's definitely worse for our deck than 3.0. Like 3.0, I think, does well against Balloon decks. Okay, that's a really weird play. What? Evo bats Barb Barrel the bridge. That's interesting, I guess, but I'll just go in, honestly. That was like a waste of 5 Elixir on his end, or 4 Elixir, and actually not that much of a waste. It's only 4. But still, I'll go in. I'll go for my LP ability, maybe distract the bowler a bit, keep my LP alive, and Evo Bomber as well to line up. Oh, that's on tower. Look at that, guys. That's splashing tower. Oh my god. That's 3 Evo Bomber hits on tower. That's 4. Oh my god, and we get a lock. Okay, that's a good game. Look at that, dude. 4 Evo Bomber hits from that push. That's going to be like 1.2k damage from the Evo Bomber, 1.3. And we get the lock. That's literally a good game. Like, this card is so busted. I cannot believe how they let this slide. Like, this is why this is the best Expo deck. And 3.0 is still a really good deck. I might still try, or not. It's not great in the meta. It's just a solid deck, and I love it. So, of course, like, I'm still pretty attached to it, and I might try playing it, but I think for now I'm going to try and play with this Evo BomberBow deck, because it's just working so well, and it's a lot less stressful than 3.0 as well. I mean, we have broken cards. Like, this deck is not really a good Expo deck, it's just a good deck that has Expo in it, if that makes sense. Like, literally that's what it is. So I think Aragon is still holding, you know, top 20, top 50 in the world with this deck pretty consistently, so it's obviously the best Expo deck for this season. Gonna go for my LP in the corner. I don't think this E-Spirit will kill those bats. Yeah, Evo bats have quite a bit of HP, so I'll just Tesla to make sure I take care of the balloon and the bats as well. He might go for another balloon. I think he's back to 1, but I should be alright. Okay, he's really just spamming the bridge right now. Very desperate, but yeah, that's GG's. He's back to balloon, right? So balloon comes down. I'll rapid cycle back to another Tesla. Go for this right now, and then I can go for an Expo, honestly, because he might freeze, so no need to even like risk with the Fireball. Just Expo to secure the victory. This also will activate King, by the way. If they go for like a freeze or have something tanking for the balloon, this will activate King if it kills the Expo as well. Just a fun little tip for you guys. So nice win against Lumberloon Freeze. I'd say that one wasn't too bad of a matchup, but we also really got him in single, like really outplayed. I don't even know if that was outplayed with Evo Bomber being so busted, but that's going to be 2,400, guys. 1-1-2-2 in the world. Let's get it. Alright, found our match against Sir Boom. Unfortunately lost 1. But I'm getting back, and let's see what this guy's going to be running. Tesla Italiane. I kind of like that clan. I think it's like an Italian clan. He gives it good luck. I'll give it back. I don't know. I just like Italy. I have quite a few good Italian friends, and some of them did teach me Italian a little bit before. There was like a phase where I was learning it, and I had my game language in Italian. You guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll probably remember that. I got so many comments like, why is your game in Italian? But anyways, we see a bowler again. Bowler bats. Oh god, dude, this looks like Giant Graveyard. One of my most despised decks in the entire game, and one of a lot of people's most despised decks in the entire game, honestly. Yeah, I think it is going to be Giant Graveyard, because Bowler Bats, like, it can't really be anything else. It might be Goblin Giant as well. That wouldn't be that optimal either. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god, look at this skill. Giant Graveyard Bridge. I have to Bomber, and then I guess E-Spirit. I'll go LP ability too, because I feel like he spent a lot of Elixir on this push, so I can maybe get a punish, but he's going to get a lot of damage. Maybe, hopefully I can get some damage too. No, look at how broken the Cannoneer is, dude. Like, that definitely would have gotten more damage against the Princess Tower. That is so frustrating, and this is why Cannoneer is also kind of rooting the game, because it's so broken. Anyway, oh, goes Bats. He's definitely low on Elixir. Does not have enough for a bowler, I want to say. So I'll go in. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. Wow, he's back to Giant, so that's really frustrating. I swear he was low, because he just went for an aggressive Giant Graveyard at the bridge, and had to respond to my thing. Yeah, I'm pretty mad, guys. Like, this is so frustrating, honestly. And Cannoneer is so broken too. I actually was considering buying it, but it feels so wrong, like having to spend money just to get a tower troop that's broken. Like, it feels so wrong. Like, I just haven't done it out of principle. Obviously I could buy it anytime I want, but okay, and he goes for this LP Graveyard. I'll E-Spirit. I think this was a pretty bad Graveyard, honestly. He does go for the arrows too, but Okay, of course he still gets quite a bit of damage. I'll Expo though. He should be low on Elixir. He just went for LP Graveyard Arrows. He should not have enough for anything. This should be a good punish. Yeah, he didn't have enough for anything, so that's a nice one. I'll go Log Bomber. I want to kill these archers and make sure my Expo pretty much takes tower if I can. That's really good, guys. This looks solid. Really bad Evo Bats. I was already going to pretty much take tower anyway, so I can ignore them. Gonna go for the Tesla. Gonna go Evo Knight and then E-Spirit, or actually LP and then E-Spirit. I think I can maybe defend this. Oh my god, if I actually... Wait, why did my E-Spirit die? What? Okay, E-Spirit died. One Skelly. No. Oh my god, that got so much damage, dude. Graveyard is such a broken card. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, this looks like a loss, guys. I don't think I can stop the next giant Graveyard push. Even though he is in Fireball log range. Like, this is so tilting. Man, I don't know. Like, I hate Giant Graveyard. I really just hate Giant Graveyard. It's like... It's one of the biggest counters to Expo, so that might be why I'm kind of biased as well. But, like, I just really don't like the deck, the playstyle, anything. E-Spirit Log, maybe I can survive? Evo Bomber? No, he goes... Yeah, like, I can't do anything, dude. That is so frustrating, but what can you do? Sometimes hard matchups exist, so you just have to deal with them, I guess. But that is very frustrating. Alright, guys, so on a match against Ethan Winners, I'm once again, like, back one off 2.4k. Oh, this is really, like, I don't know. I mean, this meta is not optimal. Even though we have this Expo deck, it's still, like... Giant Graveyard is actually so popular. I see it all the time. I'm going to go for an Expo. I feel pretty aggressive. Okay, E-Golem, Skelly King, Arrows as well. Okay, this is a pretty common E-Golem deck. What do I want to do here? I think I have to LP and then Bomber, I think. Yeah, Log won't really do that well. So I'll Bomber first and then Log to kill all of this. I'll take a fair amount of damage, honestly. Like, sometimes if you Expo early, you can expect to be punished like that. They'll get a decent counter push and probably get some damage, but it's not the end of the world. I'll go for my Guardian as well to protect everything. Unfortunately, tower is on the Evo Bomber. Let me E-Spirit as well for these bats and maybe get a big connection. Okay, LP does not survive, unfortunately. That would have been so much damage if it survived on like 1 HP, but still, we get a fair amount of Guardianship, so this is why LP is so good. It's good on both offense and defense. Now, I'm going to go in. This is a bit risky. I actually have not played this matchup before with 3.0 or with BomberBow. This like new meta E-Golem deck is pretty popular. Honestly, guys, I've not been playing ladder too often. I've been really busy with university stuff, so I have not played against this deck too much, but I know it's like a new E-Golem deck going around. But yeah, I think your options against Pump are either Fireball it or go in. And I wanted to go in just because I don't know if I'll get opportunities to go in again. So I just wanted to kind of take tower if I could. Definitely have to Fireball those Evo Bats. Cannot mess around with that card. That can literally take in a tower by itself if you let it. Log E-Spirit for these blobs, and I think I survived. Yeah, that was a really nice defense, actually. This deck has pretty solid E-Golem defense, like Bomber especially does very well, and E-Spirit does very well against the bats, so I think we are still down Elixir. Yeah, he goes for a pump as well. I guess I'll just Expo. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to cycle any of my Evos in the back. I guess I'll just Expo and force something out. I could honestly Evo Bomber to snipe that and the tower, but I think it's a bit of a bad play. Like, I'd rather use it on defense. And I'll Fireball all of this. So that was pretty much like the only play I thought of at the time, because I didn't really want to, like, I guess I could have tried to snipe that pump in the left, but I didn't really feel like it would be very productive. He could obviously just block it. I didn't want to waste any of my Evos either, so that's why I went Expo there. Nonetheless, he's going to go for one final massive push when he's up a lot of Elixir. Let's see if I can hold and defend. So Night Witch coming down. Okay, Skelly King, that's an instant Fireball by me. Definitely just going to take that. E-Spirit as well for that lone bat. Get my Evo Bomber in the building, log all of this, and then I'm back to a second Night. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm totally good. I'll have to Fireball. Again, you cannot mess around with Evo Bats at all, guys. Evo Skellies too. Okay, oh, they're still going? Okay, I can't lose to those, so if they keep going, I'll save my log. Let me just log to be safe. Take those Evo Skellies out. Knight, Tesla, yeah, we won. That was a really nice defense by me, guys, honestly. And this deck does pretty well, so GG's to Ethan Winners. I'll give him the good luck as well. And we're back at 2.4k. Let's keep the push going. Alright, guys, found a match against Habib. This should be the game for top 1k, because I think top 1k is at like 2,440-ish, and I am like one off. This guy is so much lower than me, though, like 40 trophies lower than me on ladder. So it might not be that much of a trophy gain, unfortunately, but we'll see what he has. Okay, Goblins, Wall Breakers, I'll just log those. Let's see what else he's running in this deck. He has 6 spectators. Wow, that's a lot. I had like 5 at one point, because I know people in my clan and also like on my friends list, like people who joined the channel as a member, like to watch me play. But 6 is honestly a lot as well for this dude. Let me see. I'll go Knight. I think I have to log in the left and hopefully the Bomber can carry in the right. And the Knight as well while it's stalling. Yeah, that was a really nice defense, actually. I won't really take much, if any, damage. I have to Tesla for this. Oh my god, guys, that was a perfect defense. Literally 0 damage on my towers. Like, that was clean. Honestly, that was clean. And looks like it's that really toxic recruits deck. I'll Bomber for this. I don't want to waste my Evo Bomber, but I'm not going to take Wall Breakers to the face, so I'll just do it. Looks like Bomber does full counter Wall Breakers. I didn't know that interaction. He's probably going to activate King, but it doesn't matter at all. He might not know I'm playing Expo. This deck isn't, like, too popular, I guess. I mean, Expo's still kind of a bad archetype, you know? But, yeah, I'll just LP. That activation means absolutely nothing against the Expo, obviously. And hopefully this LP will survive and maybe... Oh my god, the Mighty Miner just 1v1s it straight up. Okay, that's unfortunate. But it is what it is, I guess. I went LP like that because I wanted to kite it over. That way, if you went ability, it still would have gone towards the LP. That's just how you want to play. Okay, Fireball Log to instantly kill that side, the Firecracker plus recruits. E-Spirit to kite these over to my Knight, and then Bomber as well to kind of control. That was another pretty much perfect defense, honestly. I'll take some damage in the right, but I'm fine with it. Because, honestly, like, I didn't want to overcommit and waste my Evo Knight, nor did I want to waste my LP. I could honestly maybe get a Expo connection going. I'll Tesla. Okay, I can't go in yet. I have to, like, kite this Mighty over. I have to overcommit quite a lot on defense here, unfortunately. But honestly, guys, this is pretty stress-free compared to 3.0. Like, this deck I always lose to 100% of the time with 3.0. It's like a terrible matchup. Like, pretty much a 100-0 hard counter. Especially if they have arrows. But with BomberBow, I feel like it might even be our matchup, quite honestly. Let me go for the Log E-Spirit to kill all of that. Oh, that melted. Oh my god. Need to predict a Goblin Gang, maybe? Yep, good prediction, and I'll go in again once I hit 6, because he's going to have to be forced to play something. I'll go in the right while he's still distracted to this Expo in the left. Kind of a common trend with Expo guys, like you go in, dual lane pressure while they're overpinning to an Expo. Let me log these Wall Breakers. Bomber Log is going to kill them. Knight to predict a Goblin Gang once more. Beautiful lock, and we do get the prediction as well. Very good stuff. That's going to be a huge connection, and that is what we were waiting for. Honestly, I kind of had to bide my time. You can see I didn't really go for any Expos in single, I don't think. Maybe I went for like one, but I was kind of chilling, forced to defend all this stuff. And then I kind of just went for a good Expo sequence at a certain point, and it worked out very well. And then I just kind of pressed my advantage from there. Gonna do the same thing. Gonna go in, gonna Knight to predict something, and just E-Spirit to get away on the Skeles barrel. This deck is built pretty well to counter this deck, honestly. Like, we have E-Spirit, we have Bomber. Okay, unfortunately the recruits throw off my Bomber. That would have been like 2 hits on the tower, but it's all good. I'll go for my Tesla. I think I have to Knight for these, and I hope they don't connect to my tower. Okay, one will, but honestly it's fine. That's a lot of damage, but I still have a huge lead in the right, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to log. I don't want to mess around and find out how much that would do, even though the Bomber was surviving. I didn't want to, like, see what would go wrong, so I just wanted to be safe. He's probably going to recruits in front. Yeah, that's fine. Like, this is pretty... Honestly, this is pretty brainless, like his play. So he's just spamming at the bridge, like, every single time. But courtesy of this new deck, we do have pretty solid defensive answers anyways. Gonna go in again. Expo with my LP. Feel like he's in trouble right now, honestly. I can log to kill that. I can E-Spirit as well to reset the Mighty Miner charge up. And maybe get a mini Expo connection. Yes, beautiful. And let me just Knight to predict a Goblin Gang once more. Tesla, and that's pretty much good game. Goes for the arrows, but that is still GG. That's just 2 fireballs. I won't be too aggressive either. I'll bide my time because I do have an Evo Recruits push to defend first and foremost. E-Spirit Log should kill the Wall Breakers. Yeah, beautiful E-Spirit connection right there. I think I can just Tesla. And yeah, this is so like clean defense, guys. Like, this deck is really good against this recruit spam deck. Like, honestly, I think I've beat it more than once now, so yeah, he gives a good luck. He's obviously mad, but I will take it, you know. I don't really respect this deck very much, so I'm pretty happy we finally have a decent matchup. I'm so used to losing that and getting tilted and annoyed at it with 3.0. But we take those. That should be top 1k, right? Plus 26 is very low, but 1018, okay, pretty much top 1k. Alright guys, unfortunately tilted again. I lost to a Lumberloon player. Again, like I was saying, I don't think it's that great of a matchup, especially if they have like Evo Bats fast cycle, because I don't have the best counters to Evo Bats, honestly. Like, E-Spirit does not kill them. LP doesn't do well against them either, because you have to charge up, especially if they're tanked for, so you pretty much only have a fireball, then it does get pretty scuffed. Like, I feel like I maybe could have won. I was winning most of the game, but then he came back and triple, because it gets very hard and you get overwhelmed. But we're into a match against Big Spin. This guy's one of the biggest creators, actually, guys. Like, he's a German creator. I believe this should be the Big Spin. I didn't look at his profile badges if he has, like, the creator badge and everything, so it could be a fake one, but I feel like it's probably the real one. Anyways, I'll go in Expo with this Tesla. Let's see what he's playing. Miner. Okay, Miner LP Knight. I feel like this is Balloon. with Goblin Cage. Wait, did he have a Goblin Cage? I think I saw one. Let me Bomber to get some damage, though. That should be 2 hits on the tower. Okay, the second one doesn't hit, unfortunately, but we do get a mini Expo Lock, too. Good Rage on his end. I'll go for the Tesla, no choice. If I wasn't ready with that, he would have gotten a Balloon drop on the tower. That would have been very suboptimal, but yeah, Balloon. I don't know why there's so much Balloon these days. Like, I would definitely do very well against all of these decks with 3.0. Like, this deck I would do fine against. The Lumberloon one I 100% would have won if I was playing 3.0. I pretty much always beat Lumberloon with 3.0. And even the earlier Lumberloon, I did beat both of the earlier Lumberjack Balloon decks with this deck, but it would have been even easier with 3.0, honestly. Yeah, this is the Pompeo deck, I guess. He has, like, Rage, Minor Balloon. I think I just Expo. I don't know what else to do here. So maybe just Expo and see where that takes me. Knight, LP. I think I'll Fireball. Probably going to get away with the defense. I'll wait till I hit the Guardian as well. Pretty high value Fireball, honestly. Even though my Expo does die, which is a bit unfortunate. At least I was able to kill the counter push. And I can just Bomber for the Goblin Brawler. I believe this should full counter. I don't know. I don't play Bomber, so I don't know the interactions. Yes, it does. Okay, very nice. So we are pretty much untouched on our towers right now. Not looking too bad. He goes Balloon in the back. Okay, pretty good play, I guess. Like, I'm definitely... he's definitely trying to outcycle me, so I'm going to have to, like, set up on defense early. Let me E-Spirit to protect my LP from the Miner. Nice. And, does go for the arrows, so... I guess I'll try and go in. He did spend a lot of Elixir on that push, so honestly, there should be a pretty good opportunity to go in. Let me Fireball the bats. Again, like, you have to Fireball them. There's nothing else you can really do against that. Unfortunately, the Bomber just barely doesn't reach the Knight, so that's going to be... Okay, that was a pretty bad interaction, actually. If that reached the Knight, that would have been so much better, but now I think I'm in trouble. Can I even survive this, actually? Knight, E-Spirit for the Loon. I think I'll survive, but this does not look great. I have to log as well. And then he goes arrows, but yeah, I think I'm good, actually. He gets, like, a couple hits from the LP. But that looked a lot scarier than it was. Like, I was able to survive. But yeah, like, this is a problem now, guys. I don't know how I can ever break through. He actually has a pretty good version against me. He has Evo Knight and LP. Usually you don't see both of those in Lumberloon decks these days, so that'll help him very much at defending Expos. Like, I can't really break through. Also, Goblin Brawler, to be honest. Goblin Cage, that's pretty solid as well. Let me E-Spirit to protect this. Maybe get a mini counter push in the right, hopefully. I need something. LP is going to come down. I do get a Knight hit in the left, I guess. I can just log to kill the LP as well. Not too bad. I think I just defensive Expo, I want to say now. Like, I don't know what else to do. I can't go in. Like, it's kind of tough because, again, I don't have many offensive resources, and he has so many Expo counters. Like, honestly, I think I'll Fireball. Let me go Bomber to snipe, and let me Fireball as well. I need this damage. So 1 Bomber hit plus Fireball. Unfortunately, the bats are still alive. Let me E-Spirit to take care of that real quick. Oh, God, this doesn't look good, though. Evo Knight is coming down. And his own LP is surviving. Okay, wait. Loon is dead, but he's back to another one. I have to cycle back super fast. Another Tesla. E-Spirit as well. Did I lose? I think I might have lost here, guys. I have to Fireball, but this looks very scary. Fireball. Okay, I'm still up. Wait, I'm still up quite a bit of damage, actually. Let me Knight. Oh, no, the Knight's going to go... Oh, no, it's not going to go to the Miner. Okay, but still, like, he's getting a lot of damage from that Miner now. I'll Tesla. I have to Fireball, too. Don't have a choice. Tesla should kill the bats, too. I think I'm okay. Knight to catch the Miner. Yeah, it's pretty obvious it was going to be in the back, so good catch. I don't know, this is so tense, honestly. I have to cycle back to a Tesla super fast again. Tesla right there. And I have to Fireball cycle, honestly. I can't really do much else, so Fireball. He's starting to spell cycle me. Arrows, Rage, Miner's about to come down. I have to get a second Fireball on his tower, I think, so let me just try and do that. Knight to block and protect my Tesla. E-Spirit, second Tesla's back. Need to kill this Miner before it gets too much damage. Let me log Bomber, and then I can get a Fireball down, maybe. Please get down in time, please. Did I? This is so intense, and... Alright guys, and that's going to do it for the video. I'm doing a little bit of commentary in post because I just wanted to talk a little bit. So the meta is honestly very frustrating, so that's why I decided after that final loss that I was just going to get back to 2.4k and not really try hard for like an exact top 1k placement. I was like 1018 in the world, so honestly that's equivalent of top 1k, I guess. To me, like pretty much is top 1000, you know. I faced a guy like 40 trophies below me, so that's why I got barely any for winning. If I got like a player who was above me or equal, I would have been top 1k after that win. So that was a bit unfortunate. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the ladder push. I've also seen a lot of people comment recently, bro, do you ever lose? Do you include loss in your videos? Why don't you include loss in your videos? So this one, I did decide to include a few. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, because you said you do. The one against Big Spin was super close, so honestly that's fine. I don't feel too ashamed. Again, don't think that's too good of a matchup for me anyways. The Giant Graveyard one is honestly just a bit of a joke, but you do get tough matchups, it does happen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll probably push more ladder later on. It's my birthday this week, so I'll be pretty busy. I also have a lot of schoolwork to do, so it's not going to be like, I'm not going to be super free, but I'll try and get more ladder pushes out for you guys. So yeah, that's about it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.